You might think your energy problems are just a part of menopause. The truth is, what you eat plays a huge role in how you feel every day. Hormonal fluctuations can leave you feeling exhausted, but proper nutrition can help you regulate your hormones and give you more energy. I'll show you the top foods you need to eat to balance your hormones and improve your energy levels. And if you're ready to feel more energized, hit the subscribe for weekly tips on how to manage menopause symptoms through nutrition. What is the role of nutrition in menopause health? When your estrogen and progesterone levels drop during menopause, they can impact your metabolism as well as your sleep patterns and your energy levels. And this is what makes eating the right foods even more crucial. Eating the right foods can help stabilize blood sugar levels, which are crucial for energy. When blood sugar fluctuates, it can cause energy crashes and it can leave you feeling mentally really foggy. How does diet affect stress and cortisol? Did you know that your diet can also influence your stress levels? And that's because foods that cause spikes in cortisol, the stress hormone, will make you feel more exhausted and anxious. Eating sugar, as most of us know, cause a blood sugar spike. When you eat a sugary food or a refined carbohydrate, which is the same thing, your blood sugar, glucose, quickly goes up. These foods are quickly broken down to glucose and fructose, and the glucose is absorbed into the bloodstream really quickly. It actually starts in your mouth. Then the body, realizing that there's a big sugar spike in your blood, it releases insulin to go and deal with it. That helps move the sugar from your bloodstream into the cells of your body so that your cells have energy. But in menopause, insulin sensitivity can decrease, making it harder for your cells to use sugar effectively. It's a very delicate system. After insulin clears, the blood sugar levels can drop too low and it can really give you that feeling of a crash, can really feel down. It makes you feel fatigued. You can sometimes feel quite irritable and it can even make you crave more sugar because your body wants to lift that level back up. And that is why you can even manage to eat something sweet when you've eaten a really big meal, or why you might find yourself falling asleep at your desk after your carb-fueled lunch. The next thing that happens is that cortisol steps in. When your blood sugar crashes, your body treats it as a stress signal because that normally means that you've had to run away from a dinosaur or a tiger back in historical days. And your body uses all the available glucose to give you the energy to run away and save yourself for another day. So our body feels that sugar crash and the cortisol steps in and treats it like a stress signal, like you're trying to survive. The cortisol is released by adrenal glands. They're tiny little glands that sit just on top of your kidneys. And cortisol is the stress hormone, and its pure job is to get those blood sugar levels back to normal. If there isn't enough in your blood, then it goes straight to the liver where the body stores glucose as a fat. And then there's a very clever reaction within the liver to turn it back into glucose. And that's where the glucose levels go up. So now your hormone are completely out of balance. You've now got too much cortisol, and these frequent sugar spikes and crashes mean that your body keeps releasing cortisol too often. So that cortisol levels going up, and your sugar levels are going up and down and up and down. These chronically high cortisol levels for menopausal women can lead to increased anxiety and mood swings, as well as poor sleep quality. And then the really annoying part that many women experience and don't understand why it's happening is the weight gain here around your belly. It's sometimes called menobelly, and it's often called middle-aged weight gain, but it's all predominantly down to cortisol going up and down. It can get even worse. You see, this system also now affects your estrogen and your progesterone. So that a really high cortisol can interfere with your estrogen and your progesterone balance. That can worsen your hot flashes, your night sweat, and that terrible brain fog. And over time, the insulin resistance gets worse and worse, and that makes it harder to regulate that blood sugar, and that whole cycle then just gets worse and worse. So can you see now why healthy eating is so key in menopause? I'm going to tell you specifically about which foods to eat for balancing hormones and boosting energy. And to make it easier for you, I've put together a superfoods guide that highlights the best foods to eat for hormonal balance and sustained energy. It's full of simple, actionable tips to support your menopause journey. You can download it for free. Just click the link in the description below and get started today. What are the top foods that balance your hormones and boost your energy? Firstly, try to incorporate more healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and nuts into your diet. These fats help your body produce estrogen and progesterone, and they help keep your hormones really balanced. Then there's lean proteins like chicken, fish, and tofu. They help regulate those blood sugar levels to give you steady energy during the day. And it also supports muscle health, which is really key during menopause. Then there's fiber-rich foods. In menopause, we love to eat more leafy greens, beans, and whole grains because they're excellent sources of fiber. And that helps with digestion and helps keep that blood sugar level really stable. It's these foods that are also really beneficial as antioxidants, and they help protect your cells from damage, which is also important because we also want to stop chronic disease when we hit our middle ages. Then there's omega fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are mainly found in fatty fish like salmon or mackerel and herring, but you can also find them in plant sources like flax seeds. So, why do we need to eat more of these? Well, they help reduce inflammation, plus they can also improve mood and reduce fatigue. One of my clients, she started eating more omega-3s and some protein-rich snacks during the day, and this made a dramatic effect in how she felt energized during the day, and the result was really visible just a few days after changing her habits. So how about some simple meal planning tips to improve your energy? Because eating healthy can be really simple if you plan ahead. Firstly, you can meal prep so that you know what you're going to eat. Meal planning helps ensure that you're getting the right balance of nutrients throughout the day. Focus on the protein, your healthy fats, and your fiber, and snack wisely. When it comes to snacks, choose options that are high in protein and in healthy fats, like a handful of nuts or some avocado slices with some tomatoes, because these again will stabilize your blood sugar and help you feel energized. Water is essential for hydrating your body and keeping your energy levels up there. Aim for at least 8 glasses a day to stay hydrated. Look, I also drink whilst I'm doing these videos. It's really important. A simple hack with getting more water drunk is to have a glass of water if you start to feel hungry between meals rather than immediately reaching straight for a snack. Quite often, a glass of water will satisfy your body. See, one of my clients, she swapped her sugary morning snacks for almonds and berries, and by midday she had noticed her energy was much more stable and her brain fog was really clearing up. Having a change in your snacks and keeping hydrated can make a really big difference to how you feel in the day. By eating the right foods, the healthy fats, protein and fiber, and more omega-3s, you can start feeling more energized and balanced every day. To take the next step in balancing your hormones and boosting your energy, grab my Superfoods guide. It's packed with the best foods to eat for optimal menopause health. It's in the description below. Just click the link.